from the Red Cross.
And that's what I know that they already came out that before the earthquake. And that's already a travesty that they're punishing the most tens of thousands of people. I believe the last number I heard was somewhere between 30 to 35,000.
46,000,
46,000
46,000, dying. More than that, the Syrian government, all we want is just to lift the sanctions. We can help ourselves. But all the aid goes to Turkey from the European Union, from the United States, from the NATO countries, and Syria got nothing, absolutely nothing. If they tell you that they send to Syria, they send it to their cronies, to their police. In the north, in Idlib, ISIS, and the other, terrorist groups over there.
But they killed hundreds.
Yeah.
Today, just today.
Yeah.
Wow, today they did?
107 of them is soldiers.
More than that, ISIS now is just getting active in Palmyra and they're killing, civilians. All we want is that this Caesar Act is made by the U.S. Congress. It's not the United Nations. It's not the Security Council. It's just to kill the Syrians. All we want is to live in peace and hands of Syria. Leave us alone. Leave us alone. The United States is stealing the Syrian oil.
Yes, definitely.
If you're buying our country in the northeast, helping Qassam, helping ISIS, everything, and they tell you about human rights.
Yeah, I know.
They tell you about democracy. Screw it.
Sorry to say. Because no, you don't have to apologize at all. I have a free speech platform, and I just want to hear the real, actual perspective. And I want my audience to hear those actual perspectives. You don't hear from the media. And so they always talk about sanctions, and this is against the government, and this is to attack this person. But normally, the sanctions always trickle down to the actual average people. And I don't think that's focused on enough when they start talking about all these sanctions that they typically.
I want to say one thing to my fellow Americans. Do not believe anything comes on the American media. Fox News, CNN, Twitter, anything. It's all BS. They don't say the truth. Absolutely. There is no truth in it. Syrians are dying. We need help. We need international community. It's the time of disaster. We are deprived from our rights. Imagine Syria is no electricity. You don't have
No.
You don't have air conditioning.
No, I'm sorry.
You have
I'm sorry.
You live in a high rise. You have to go all this.
Oh, great. Yeah. That's keeping
They stole our oil. They stole our wheat. They are stealing our cotton, and they are helping the terrorists to kill Syrian people. Yeah.
So not only are they stealing it, they're just destroying it.
Destroying it.
I mean, just robbery, and you can see it. You can see it by video. 1,000 or 100 tanker get the oil from here, and all walking, driving in the desert, taking to NATO Turkey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sold them there, and under watch of the Turkish army. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, and if I ask you questions, what do you think in your mind? How many percent of those people who got killed in the earthquake, they were Syrian? What do you think?
The way the media portrays it, they portrays it as majority of the people, easily 60% or to 70% are on the Turkish side. And those are the real victims.
That's not true.
It's just a couple of children.
Is it more than 75% the people who got killed, they are Syrian, whether in the Turkish side or in the, because there is a 2-3 province. It's taken by Syria a long time ago, taken by Turkish army, by force, occupied those, Skanderone, Ghazi Antab, and other state, all those Arab, Alawi, and Syrian original, but then under occupied of Turkish. And most of the people who get killed,
over 165,000 kilometers.
all those people get killed. I mean, you can call it 80% from Syria. And 95% of the around the world or United Nations help go to Turkey.
Yeah, definitely.
And Turkey is not gonna.
Oh, and I know.
You know Turkey. I mean,
From somebody who's, and full disclaimer to everybody, I'm former military, and I was part of, what was it, Iraq and Afghanistan veterans who started protesting against a lot of these war efforts, because once you're, especially at the time when I went in the military, you don't get a lot of these outside sources. There wasn't a lot of internet or any of this stuff. And so it took for me to actually go firsthand in these countries and start to see a difference. And I actually been to Marmaris, Ascot, Istanbul, and places over there. And
even we have more media today. The Black brothers going to the war without asking.
Yeah.
Because we remember in the 70s when Muhammad al-Balay, Malcolm X, and whatever, even Dr. King before, it's in all that time the black men were asking where I'm going. I'm not going to go and kill poor Vietnamese.
Yes.
And they're going to jail. They'd rather to go to the jail than go to the war. Unfortunately, I see today, Al-Assad, Black brothers, they became victim of the criminal U.S. Army.
Yeah. Well, what happens is, what's happened is because of the communities have been so impoverished, and the way the system is set up, if you don't have college education, it's hard to get ahead in the system. So normally the only way is if you don't have some kind of a sports scholarship, you normally get it from the military, i.e. where I got my GI Bill and stuff from, and that's the hook. They put you in there, and then once you're in there, which a lot of people don't realize, is you sign so much paperwork that if you even breathe the wrong way, you can be facing charges. And if it's wartime, they literally can do what's called a field court martial. They can literally bring you out and shoot you right there on the spot.
It's a bloody benefit.
Yes.
Bloody benefit for them.
What they will shoot you in the eye?
They can, if it's during wartime, they literally can do a field court martial, find you guilty, and kill you right there on the spot. Oh, I've definitely spoke out against
No,
it.
I said, when would they shoot you if somebody speaks out?
Well, if you don't follow orders. And what a lot of people don't realize is even in the military, you cannot speak against the military. You can't say, well, I don't agree with what President Bush is doing. Well, at that time, President Bush was president. But you can't say, well, I don't agree with what Biden's doing. I think what Biden is doing is criminal over there, and I don't want to go for it. That alone can get you court-martialed.
Wow.
We are here today
Sorry.
asking our American friends just to be humane. Write to your congressman, write to your representative.
Yeah, turn to the camera and tell them.
We are here today to ask our fellow Americans just to call their representatives in the Congress to just help us to lift the sanctions on Syria. This Caesar Act is a criminal act. It's targeting the Syrian people. It's targeting the poor. It's targeting everything in Syria. You are not weakening the government. You are making the people hold more to their government and support more government, because the only enemy now in Syria is the USA. It's not the American people. It's the American administrations. And unfortunately, American administrations, they are like, they do it on purpose. They support terrorism, from the Contras to Bin Laden before, and to other groups in Cuba or whatever it is. They do it, and they use those criminals for good. American people have nothing to do with that.
Well, the same thing with Haiti and
Dominican Republic,
and have been going on. And throughout Africa, and the Americans' war machine. This is an integral part of the process. Along with, if we could stop the war machine in general, then it would stop affecting all of these issues.
Why you have your troops in Syria? To steal the oil. This is what Donald Trump said.
And to protect the terrorists.
And protect the terrorists. That's very easy.
I'm sorry. If they leave us alone, move their army from there, we take care of ourselves.
If you are there to help us get rid of ISIS.
Definitely.
But you want to divide the area. You want the Kurds to have their own. You have the terrorists in Idlib, the ISIS and the Tahrir al-Sham, whatever the they call it, and those are supported by Turkey and by the United States.
Oh, I know.
And when they get aid to Syria, they get aid for those criminal groups that they are in the north.
Yes.
All we want is to lift the sanctions and leave us alone. Hands off Syria, no sanctions on Syria.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
I appreciate your thank you very much.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
And talk to the audience. Thank you also.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name is